Nocatee is a massive master plan community. We're talking 49 neighborhoods with over 10,000 homes. So if you don't know the area or you haven't visited before, it can be really extremely overwhelming knowing where to even start. So over the years, being able to be a resident and a real estate professional in the area, I've really been able to hone in my craft and giving everybody a quick laydown of the land in 10 minutes or less. So today opening that up to you to share with you so that you know that there's plenty of ways to get started, not to feel overwhelmed, and be able to save a massive amount of time with somebody who knows the area like the back of their hand. So let's get into it. 10 minutes or less, Nocatee. Let's go.
All right, a suburb of Jacksonville, one of the most popular master plan communities in the country, in Florida, Nocatee, and it is probably about a 25 to 40-minute drive to downtown Jacksonville, which is about just over 20 miles. And again, that time frame is all dependent on traffic. Now, Nocatee is in the northeast section of St. Johns County, which is well known for the best public school systems in the state of Florida, as well as some of the most popular master plan resort style living in Florida as well. So Nocatee, being in the northeast section, is in the city of Ponte Vedra, often confused with Ponte Vedra Beach. These two areas, Ponte Vedra Beach is actually zip code 32082, and Nocatee is in Ponte Vedra, zip code 32081. Nocatee, again, is a master plan community with some incredible resort-style living and water parks and amenities that are unparalleled to any other master plan community, at least here in St. Johns County. But what makes it really famous and popular is the fact that it is one of the closest to the beach, one of the closest master plan communities to the beach. We're talking 6 miles from the central town center of Nocatee to the Atlantic Ocean. What also makes Nocatee world famous is its very comprehensive golf cart road system, or slow riding vehicle roadway, dedicated roadway for riding golf carts. There's 60% of the land is preserved, and then all the neighborhoods, all 49 neighborhoods, are connected with the golf cart road system, as well as the central commercial town center region and the 3 K-8 schools. So with that being said, traffic isn't so bad in Nocatee since there is so much land, and we have an alternative transportation mode that is very popular. The first school in Nocatee that was ever built was called Valley Ridge Academy. It's a K-8 school. It has high scores for the state of Florida public school system. It is located in the northwest section of Nocatee. It is the first K-8 school, and it is around some of the older vintage communities for Nocatee called Greenleaf Village, Greenleaf Lakes, Austin Park, which were all homes built between 2007 and 2014. Just north of that Valley Ridge Academy school zone is actually Duval County. This is the only section of Nocatee that is considered Duval County, up in the northwest corner. That means that the children from Duval section cannot attend the St. Johns County schools, but they are still part of the Nocatee CDD, meaning you have full access to all the amenities and events in Nocatee, even though you live in the Duval County section of Nocatee. The neighborhoods in that section are part of the neighborhood of Palms at Nocatee. There is Cypress Trails, there's Timberland Ridge, there's Brookwood, just to name a few of the Duval County neighborhoods in Nocatee. The second school to be built in Nocatee was Palm Valley Academy, another K-8 school here in the northeast section of Nocatee, bordering the 20-mile region of Nocatee. This is some of the higher priced real estate based on location, because it is one of the closest communities to the beach, as well as the Nocatee Town Center. And of course, they have the only neighborhood that has properties on Intercoastal. So if you're looking for waterfront living, definitely this region would be your place to be looking. On the third K-8 school built in Nocatee is Pine Island Academy, down here in the southeast region of Nocatee. Pine Island Academy is about 6 miles from the north end to the south end. Again, the two main veins of Nocatee are the Nocatee Parkway, which probably is about 4 to 6 miles long, depending on the drive, point A to point B. And then north and south is the Crosswater Parkway, again, about 6 miles, 5.5 miles from the north end to the south end. So you're looking at about a 10 to 15 minute drive from either end. Just next to Pine Island Academy, if you come up here to the central western section, is the newest development and last phase of Nocatee called the Seabrook selections. And Seabrook is located here in this region, and they will be having their own new K-8 school coming in 2026. For high schools, Nocatee is zoned for Nice, which is not technically in Nocatee. It's right here bordering on the west side here. Nice is a very highly rated high school. All of Nocatee is zoned for Nice. They're known for their very well-known IB program as well as their ROTC program. Now, over here in this section is Ponte Vedra High School, which is actually zoned for all the kids that are in Ponte Vedra Beach over here. But there are exceptions if you want your child to attend Ponte Vedra High School. There are several academies within the high school that your child can apply to be in and potentially get accepted to that high school. Keep in mind, the high schools, you cannot do golf cart drop off to the high schools. Over here in the eastern section of the Crosswater Parkway, you have 55 and older living in the Ponte Vedra Del Webb right here. And then on the southeast section, still building today, is the Del Webb Nocatee active adult community, 55 and plus. If you'd like to learn about new construction, since new construction is still seems to be the way to go, since resale inventory is still low and very highly priced, you can go ahead to the explore.nocatee.com webpage, which will give you an overview of all these neighborhoods that I'm talking about. Like I said, there is 49 neighborhoods in Nocatee so far. I think they're going to end up at 50. Just over 10,000 homes already built and occupied, and they are going to just under 12,000 homes total. So we are at the end of development. So if you're interested in new construction, you can go to this site. Make sure you click on sold out, and here you'll be able to see that there are more opportunities in the southwest section of Nocatee, right here in the Seabrook selection. If you want to learn more about Nocatee, I am a resident and I specialize in this area. On my channel, there is a whole section devoted to Nocatee, and the first video I would recommend watching, which is an extension of this video, is Nocatee, Florida Neighborhoods, Everything You Need to Know, which will give you a complete overview of all of Nocatee. I'll have this video in the description below, the link, as well as the end of this video, so you can click right on it. And of course, if you're thinking about moving to the area, I'd love to be your resource of choice. My name is Greg DeTulio. My number will be in the description below. You can text me, email me, call me. It will also be pinned on the comments section below. So without further ado, go ahead and click on Nocatee, Florida Neighborhoods, and I'll see you on that next video.